Hello guys, today we are studying JavaScript basics on Mimo app. So let's do a feature project. So location tracker. Let's put your knowledge on creating variables into practice and help a travel journaling app keep track of our traveler's location. We'll create the variables for the country, state and cities travels in and give them string values. Let's start with the variable that keeps track of the country. Start creating the variable by typing var. Give the variable a descriptive name. Give the country variable the string value USA. So the double quotes. A string is whatever is inside the double quotes. To finish creating the country variable, put a semicolon at the end of the line. Now let's create a variable to track the state the traveler is located in. Create a state variable and give it the string value Florida. Variable state. Next up, the city. Type the keyword to create a variable. So var valid name. So city, the string value Miami. Double quotes, semicolon. Great work! Here's an app that tracks a traveler's location. The country variable has the value USA, state has the value Florida, and city has the value Miami. Now try creating a continent variable with the string value North America on your own. So var continent equal America, so the string inside double quotes America, North America. So lesson complete. Continue learning and reach your daily goal to get reward. So continue. We are going to sum up what the name values. So we are going to sum up the name values let, constant difference, and console. So JavaScript is a flexible language that powers dynamic websites and apps. Dynamic websites need to remember information to display or change. For that, JavaScript has variables. Like moving boxes, variables have content and names that tell us what's inside. We use let and const to create variables. We'll use both for now and covers difference between them later. Every variable needs a name. Variable names need to be single words and therefore have no spaces. To create variable names with multiple rows, we use camel case. We start with a lowercase letter and capitalize the additional words. To help us understand what's inside the variable, we pick descriptive names. So, descriptive name, Windy City. What's wrong with this variable name? It contains space. Why do we give variables descriptive names like city or country instead of X or Y? To help us understand what's inside them. What words can you use to declare variables, let and constant? What do we use camel case for? To create variable names with multiple words. Pick the most descriptive variable name. constant high score. Spell out the word for one of the ways we use to create a variable. So let put the snippet in the right order to create a variable name. Let I score. Finish up creating this variable by coding let. Values. Variable names can contain numbers too. Adding numbers is useful with multiple similar variables. Let's create the variable car1 here. After creating and naming a variable, we use the equal sign to store value inside it, like constant city Chicago. To finish creating a variable, we put a semicolon at the end of the line. The values we've been storing like Chicago are strings. Strings are words in double quotes. Strings can contain all sorts of letters and symbols, including spaces. For example, winter is coming. What's the value of this variable? So the value is carrying. How do we know value is in a string? Is a string. It's a word between double quotes. What's happening in this code? The variable browser stores the value Chrome. The variable Chrome stores the value browser. The variable browsers. What's the name of this variable? OB. Tree shipping is a value, not the name of the variable. Create a job variable and give it the value plumber. So let job equal plumber. Create a company variable and give it a string value. So let company equal apple with double quotes. So it's a string. Give the island variable a string value. String Malta with double quotes. Give the device variable the string value desktop. So double quotes desktop. Let constant difference. We already know we can declare variables with let and constant. Let's find out the difference between them. We use const to declare variables whose value are not supposed to change. Const is short for constant. If we try to update a value stored in a const variable, we'll get an error. Type error assignment to constant variable. However, we can update late variables with assign equal operators. To make it obvious that a variable is of type const and shouldn't change, we can optionally name it with uppercase letters. Create an uppercase birthday constant. We cannot use camel case if we use this uppercase standard, so we use an uppercase snake case to name variables with more than one word. Create an uppercase speed of light constant using snake case. So speed of light. Both let and const are useful variables and we could use them interchangeably. However, we should try to use const as default. So const it's constant, it doesn't change. What does const stand for? Constant. We can assign a new value to let variable true with the equal. What's the optional standard to make sure constants don't change their values? lowercase snake case, uppercase for constant. What should use as default constant? Declares variable correctly. So constant const as default. Let. We have to declare as variable of let since we are updating the value. Yes. So let use the uppercase snake case turned out to declare this constant variable. Use the default variable to declare the game name. Default variable, so const. Console. Lines of code are instructions for the computer to follow. When we run code, we tell the computer to follow the instructions we put together. The order of the instruction matters because the computer follows the instructions line by line. Step 1, step 2, step 3. With the special instruction console.log, we tell the computer to display a value in an area called the console. Hello world. We can use the console log instruction as often as we want. The computer displays every value online in the console. 3, 2, 1, go! Output. We can use console log to display variables like greeting too. Hello world. When we display variables in the console, their value appear instead of the names. If we log name here, it will show its value. So, log name Daenerys. How do we know hello world is a string? It starts and ends with double quotes. What's the console? An area that displays output. What does the special instruction console log do? It displays a value in the console. What does this code display in the console? Basketball, b-ball. Put the code in order to display the value daily in the console. Add the instruction to display the string value in the console. Display the value of last name. Log the value of last name. Display the values of job variable. So just have to write job and sheriff will be in the output in the console. So we are done. Subscribe, give a like, share, and keep learning.